Corey Grant. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety. Switch.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Haskins. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Slings this deep for McLaurin, and it's knocked away and incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey. Look. Squeeze. Switch. Deep grip.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Caught right side, Tate. 12 yards there and a 1st down. A lot of eyes on Golden Tate this year to see if he can take over some of the production that OBJ had before he got shipped to Cleveland. You know, Beckham had 1,000-yard seasons 4 of his 5 years in New York. Golden Tate struggled at the end of last year in Philadelphia, but he had a really good run in Detroit, including 3,000-yard seasons in the middle of this decade. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And now it's 2nd down.
Ready? 30 base.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Get it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Come on, set. 10-2 saw. And 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Drop deep. Check that. Rock it. Check three. Let's go.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Ready, ready.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Go, go. Ready, ready.
Saquon Barkley running right. The ball comes out, and the Redskins scoop it. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Give him 30 yards there. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. They will run with Grant. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready, ready. Set is the mic. Come on,
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Haskins. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. We're scoreless after 1. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Haskins going for it all. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
On 2nd down, it's Grant. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Protein spill.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
25, check 25, check 25.
Slam, slam.
Whip, 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 whip. X3, 218, chopper. Under 10, 10. Shoot.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play.
He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
Throwing on second down. Jones. He completes it to Tate. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free, no first down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Fresno. General West.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. It's caught. Shepard. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
That's another Giants.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Leo.
Now Saquon Barkley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Biggest game of Barkley's rookie year on the ground came against these Redskins. Week 14 a season ago, 14 carries, 170 yards. On 1st and 10, Jones. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he gets it complete to Latimer. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Watch two. I'm coming. Choose the mic. Watch twist.
Now Jones on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he will go down. sack back at the 38. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On fourth, they'll go again and try it once more.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
Jones now throwing on fourth down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jonathan Allen. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
From midfield now, Haskins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Haskins on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
You better be afraid of me.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Check 55 to Mike. Back. Cover. 36. He's coming. We got double up. Watch twins. Watch.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Corey Grant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch the run. Hey! Hard. Kill. Go, Jeff.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Check 15. Check. Hey, high 7. Snap.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And that is incomplete. Cody Latimer, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Alert. 3 down. Mike 42. Rapid. Go.
Now Jones. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Ryan Kerrigan able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Hey, exit. Mike 2. Watch the run. Speed grip.
They're going to try and throw. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Corey Grant, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Fielded about a yard deep. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. 30 base. Get ready. Kill. Smooth. On the
Jones going to throw again. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Jonathan Allen getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on fourth down tries. They're trying again.
Bravo. Fight.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. First down, Grant. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Haskins will throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
70, Indy.
42's the mic. Out, get him, get him, get him.
Hey, Alpha.
42's the mic, boys, 42. 42's the mic.
Hustle, Hunt. Ready?
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
First down, Redskins.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff, Geis going right, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 29.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kareem Martin in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Let's go, Mike 42, Mike 42.
Throwing Jones. Flushed out right. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
56. Stand. Check pass. Shoot.
Back to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will extend this big lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Golden Tate, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Giants, oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
Corey Grant, 66 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Here's Jones on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Looking to throw. Jones will get this out to Barkley, complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. That's complete left side to Shepard. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Jones operating from the gun. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he's taken down inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Open man right side is Ingram. And they'll get this down to the 10. 15 yards on the play, first down. They'll run on first down. Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Back to throw. Jones. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
You got to get moving, man. Sean, you got to get that. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Haskins going to try to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Go, go. 47, Mike 47. Keep it up, keep it up.
3rd and 2, now Haskins. On the crossing route, complete. It's Richardson. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Haskins now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Here's Haskins to throw. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Mike's 47. Mike's 40. Go. All day, dog. 47's the Mike.
Looking to throw, Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Redskins, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next